What if the person sharing your bed, raising your children, and building your future was hiding a darkness so deep, it would shatter not just your world, but an entire community? This is the story of Elena Koslov, who discovered that 15 years of marriage held secrets darker than she could have imagined. In the peaceful coastal town of Miravan Bay, Elena and Marcus Koslov seemed to have it all. She was a respected pediatric nurse. He was a successful import-export businessman who traveled frequently to southeastern ports. Their traditional stone house overlooking the bay was the envy of the neighborhood, and their 2 children excelled in the local private school. The first signs were subtle: Marcus's increasing insistence on handling all financial matters, his elaborate security system installations, his peculiar late-night phone calls in languages Elena didn't understand. But it was his reaction to a local shipping warehouse fire that first made her wonder. Instead of shock or concern, she caught him smiling at the news report. Over 6 months, 3 more warehouses along the coast mysteriously burned down. Each time, Marcus would be away on business. The insurance companies started investigating, but the evidence always led nowhere. Meanwhile, Marcus began bringing home expensive gifts, jewelry that Elena never wore, art pieces that stayed wrapped in their basement. Everything changed when Elena found a hidden compartment behind their wine cellar. Inside, dozens of passports with Marcus's photo but different names, currencies from countries she'd never heard of, and a leather notebook filled with coordinates and dates that matched perfectly with mysterious disappearances of cargo ships across the eastern seaboard. Detective Sarah Nizam had been tracking a sophisticated maritime theft operation for 3 years. The breakthrough came when Elena found the notebook. But before she could turn it in, Marcus vanished. The investigation revealed a staggering truth: Marcus Koslov didn't exist. The real Marcus had died 20 years ago in a small fishing village, his identity stolen by the man Elena married. The capture came in Port Kalea, where local authorities found him orchestrating another cargo ship takeover. The operation had cost shipping companies millions, with evidence suggesting sunken ships and missing crews. But it was the phone call from Elena that finally distracted him long enough for authorities to move in. In the end, the man Elena knew as Marcus was sentenced to life in the maximum security Northbridge Correctional Facility. The trial revealed his involvement in an international crime syndicate that had operated for decades. Elena and her children relocated under a protection program, rebuilding their lives far from the shadows of their past. What drives a person to maintain such an elaborate facade? Forensic psychologists discovered that the man who became Marcus had grown up in a crime family, trained from childhood to infiltrate and exploit. But unlike his predecessors, he craved the normalcy of family life, creating a devastating dual existence that would ultimately be his downfall. What would you do if you discovered your entire marriage was built on a lie? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in more stories about double lives that ended in spectacular unraveling, make sure to subscribe. Sometimes the monsters don't hide under our beds, they sleep in them. While Elena and her children have found peace in their new life, the question remains: how well can we really know the people we love? Hit subscribe for more true crime stories that will make you question everything you think you know.